folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. And the Golden Gophers will kick this deep to start us off. Turner trying to create good field position. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And it's a bunch formation. It's a draw play. Fighting off the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On the toss play, runner moving left. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Seminoles looking to keep this drive moving. He gets loose. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's got it again. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. Kirk, this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. And I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's third and short. They'll try to run for the first down. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And the Noles will send the punt team onto the field. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Has the first down and more. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
And it's good right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He breaks free. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Yeah, the tight end is the favorite target here, the QB, and he puts it right on him. You know, it's got to be frustrating for him when he can't connect on a simple drag route on your check down option.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made. Room to run here. Breaks into the clear. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know it was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Keeping it on the ground here.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they're running on the toss. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Toss play to the running back going left. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
Here we go.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's an option look. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Harris. Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. They'll try the left side with a toss. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
This one will be fair caught. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Caught by the receiver. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Receiver in motion now. Breaks it over the space. Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tiny space at the 20. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Dropping back. It's Harris. Screen to the receiver in the flat. Touchdown, Florida State. Great catch and run for 6.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got it for a 3-yard loss. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Scooped up in the defense. The 10. Touchdown, Knowles. A huge defensive score. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense. Has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Porter. And the ball to the ground. Out and scooped up. Offense still has it on the run. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble. And make first down yardage.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that second and third level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping him get even more yards.
And this time he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Defense all over him that time.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Catch made on the left side. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Short connection with a tight end here. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time with good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can he get there on the ground? That moves the football to the 27 and a first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. And they'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Checks this down to the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Noles will kick this away to begin the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's good field position to start the drive. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. Breaking free at the 35. Now here he goes. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Wow, he just burst through a crease there, and after that there was a lot of open space.
Boy, if they're able to secure the blocks in there in the interior the way they did, allows the back to get downhill with all that momentum. It's all on the safeties to be able to make a tackle. And if they miss a tackle, you get loose like that. You're lucky they're able to pull him down.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. Trying to connect from 40 yards out. It's no good. And the miss leaves it an 8-point margin.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
They'll hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the second down play. And they hand it off to the back. Breaking free at midfield. Who's in the clear? That's the 20. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Chris, you know how I feel about the option. If there isn't any penetration, this is a dangerous play for the defense to try to defend. The quarterback's able to get to the edge, draw the defender towards him, and then deal it out to the running back, who's got a lot of room on the outside.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida State. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick six. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. The pocket breaking down. Catch made on the left side.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass caught. Second down now. From the shotgun, drops back. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Fourth down and two in the run territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. There's the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Looking deep to the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
Second and 10 following the incompletion from the 37. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Sure hands. It's Glenn. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
He moved the ball to the 48 and earned a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's a deep shot to the right. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Steps out of bounds after a huge gain on the play, but there was a flag down. So we'll have to check that out. And the Golden Gophers pick up enough to get a first down there. He's looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Looking to pass here on second down. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? The Golden Gophers are looking to keep this drive going. And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
And the Golden Gophers will have 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the quarterback dropping back. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
He'll hand it off. Running with purpose. First down, looking for more now. Sophomore run down after a nice run.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Breaks loose at the 40. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. They do a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seem to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets the first and still running. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Oh, my gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on third down? Back to pass. It's Harris. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. With the catch, it's Glenn. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Porter. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
You know how it is on these slant routes. They're much quicker than maybe the receivers anticipated. To me, it looked like he misjudged this one, and he simply couldn't bring it in.
What a catch! Touchdown, Minnesota. Strong game by this quarterback.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. They'll run the option. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Human clock with the running game.
What a gain here. Almost picked up a first down on a first down play. Good job here late in the game, playing hard, dominating football by the offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
The Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Military stuff.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
When you can run it like this with a late lead and the defense knows it's coming, that's a clear sign the offense has done its job. This defense is worn down at this point, and closing the game out should be pretty routine if they can keep this up.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Predicate route with a sneak. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just takes a knee.